exchangers and cracks and heat exchangers. This is a common brand, Carrier Corporation. What I'm talking about today is just cracks and heat exchangers. This one was pulled out. This was 5 cells. 2 of the cells were actually cracked. Very, very small cracks. What I did is I did fill it up with water to see if water would come out of this crack, and it actually did. There's actual water in there right there. And it's such a minute, I mean, it's so little. There is a myth on some HVAC contractors will lie to the homeowners and fill them up without cracks in them at all. And you see this welded seam right here. This is a crimp seam that is bent over from the manufacturer, which they do with brand new cells, heat exchanger cells. And I filled it up with water anyways, just to prove the point that it will leak. It will leak water. You can actually see it dripping off of there. That is common, so don't let an HVAC contractor tell you without showing you an actual crack like that to sell you a new furnace if you don't need it, because these are welded seams. Not welded, they're crimped over seams, which is normal. They do that on all heat exchangers. There was 2. There was another one here. This one was slightly larger of a crack. But you do physically have to remove the whole cell to find these, because they are very, very hard to find. Sometimes you can't always just shine a light inside these holes where the fire goes into, and then the fire comes out here up to the front. Now, why it does not actually, COs don't come out of the actual crimps like this when somebody tells you that, hey, I filled it up with water and there's water coming out, that means you have a leaky heat exchanger. Well, what happens is with these furnaces, high efficiency furnaces and mid efficiency furnaces, 80s and 90s, which have been out since the 85, 86, they have these induced draft motors that pull oxygen either through here, down through your burners, and then come out either side or out the front, discharges the flue gases. So with that positive pressure going through the cell back and forth, it's impossible for fumes to escape through this edge that is bent completely over. It would take a huge crack busted open to have COs escape into the house when the blower motor in the house runs on the fan of the furnace. But be well aware, customers, if some HVAC contractor fills these things up with water and drips, that's normal. It will do that. Thank you.